Hi, Sam Verge for Broadview Homes. Today I'd like to take some time here just to go over some care and maintenance of your furnace. We're going to start with the furnace filter. It is extremely important to inspect and replace your filter as necessary. Usually about once a month you should take a look at this and replace it as required. Now, in order to do that, down here is where your filter goes in. You're going to need a screwdriver. You want to loosen off a couple of screws here on the cover. Just like that, and open this up. In here you'll find the filter. Simply pulling this filter out, taking a look at it, as you can see, dirty versus clean. This is one that we just took out, and as you can see, it's terrible. Very dirty, definitely needs to be replaced. This here is a new one. As you can see, a big difference between the two. Get yourself a new filter. When you install your filter, you have a rigid side here and a softer side on this side here. Rigid side always goes towards the side of the furnace. So simply place it in here, push it in all the way like that. Make sure you do put this cover back, as you don't want to get a lot of air loss from your furnace. And then just tighten these screws back up. Now, if you do not replace your filter on a regular basis, it can definitely cause you some problems to your furnace. Now, if the filter gets clogged up too much, it can eventually shut down your furnace. If the furnace shuts down, the first thing you want to do is check an error code on here. So if you remove this panel, like this, down here there's a little red LED light. This light is going to flash a code if your furnace shuts down for whatever reason. Could be a dirty filter, could be an intake or exhaust that's blocked up with ice or something during the winter months. Whatever the case may be, this is going to flash a code. So what you want to do here, on the back of your panel, down here at the bottom section, you're going to find a list of error codes. Numbers are indicated on the left side here. We have 11, 12, 13, 14, and it jumps to 21, 22, 23, so on and so forth. Now, in order to understand these codes and how to read the LED light, if the light flashes one long flash, that means 10, and quick flashes mean 1. So if you see it flash, say, one long flash and 3 quick flashes, that would be a 13. So if we looked on our LED code chart here, here's a number 13. That means limited circuit lockout. What's that mean to you? Probably nothing. But what it means to our HVAC personnel is a lot. That'll give them a good understanding of what the problem may be if you do need to contact them. Once you've done that, you can, of course, go outside, check your intakes and exhaust, and make sure there's no ice buildup. If there is, make sure you clean that ice. You can come back downstairs after that, and then up here you'll find an on-off switch for your furnace. Please ensure the covers are on the furnace before turning on and off the furnace in order to reset the computer. So as I mentioned, once the covers are on, simply turn off the furnace, turn it back on, and that should reset the computer and the furnace should come back on. If it doesn't, then you need to contact either Broadview Homes or our HVAC supplier. Over here you have a gas shutoff for your furnace, if you ever need to turn the gas off to it. And down here, if we remove this panel, let's find a proper bit here. By simply removing 2 screws on this panel, so if you wanted to troubleshoot a little further, another thing you could look at is down here we have a little 3 amp fuse. This fuse comes out just like this, and this is what it looks like. Okay, if it does get burnt, if it does burn out, if you look in the center, you'll notice a black spot in the center, and this little wire in the middle is going to be broken in half. Alright, so by simply getting another 3 amp fuse and inserting it in here, just like this. That's all you need to do. Alright, so once the fuse is replaced, we need to reinstall this panel on the bottom of the furnace. So you just want to hook it in on the bottom there, and then push it on, line up the screw holes, put our screws back in. Alright, now we'll put the cover on here. Just a couple of clips on the top here, snap in, and simple. Alright, so I can't stress enough the importance of replacing these air filters. Extremely important that you check them and replace them on a regular basis. With that being said, that concludes our segment on air filters. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.